Yeah. It feels like it's been like a month and a half.
It's been like 2.5 months.
2.5 months?
Yeah.
Dang.
So if it only feels like a month and a half for you, then
that's pretty good, I guess.
I guess so. No, our last live stream was July 1st.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. Still, a month and a half feels long.
Yeah, it does. Let's see. Come on. Okay. Why does on YouTube the it shows the thumbnail from the last live stream, but that is totally not the thumbnail that we used for this live stream.
Oh, you use a different thumbnail?
Yeah, I just use like the standard little drinks and chill one that I use whenever I don't feel like making a thumbnail.
Oh, I guess it just used the last one then.
I guess so. Well, because I had it use like the previous settings, but let's see if it'll let me change the thumbnail. I kind of doubt it. Manage? Is this it? Yeah, see? That's it. I used that thumbnail.
Well, that's interesting. Well, it may or may not change. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see. But, okay. Wait, what? Okay, I'm so confused.
You did a duplicate stream? That's weird.
Okay, I think we're back.
All right.
We were having technical difficulties.
I don't think we ever left on this channel.
I don't think we did. No, because it showed. I tried to go look at like the stream settings, and I thought it had like ended the stream for us, but
no, apparently it didn't.
Apparently it didn't. Okay, so we're still streaming here, and then we're streaming here. All right.
All right, so we're good. See, that's what happens when we don't do this very often.
Yeah. The Bourbon Syndicate. What is up? New here.
Oh,
you're a new name. Welcome. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties. Probably not the best first impression, huh?
Nope.
Okay. So, yeah. What's up?
No, not that much.
That just threw me off. That whole.
Well, didn't you have like a whole ordeal that you had set up?
I didn't have anything set up.
Oh.
Wait, what are you talking about, ordeal?
Well, I got like a plan.
Oh. I didn't have a plan. The volume's a little low. Let's see. I turned that up a little bit. Let me try to turn it up over here. Okay, I turned it up a little bit. How is that any better? I don't know if it is. Let me know if it's a little bit better. I turned it up on the microphone itself and then also in the streaming software.
Yeah, it's gonna sound like we're screaming.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of, because I'm afraid that if we get it too high, it'll be like real like, you know how it sounds when the volume's too high, like on a recording, and it's all like
noisy?
Yeah, like noisy or crackly. A little better. Could it be a little higher? Because I can turn it up higher. Said a little better. Let's turn it up another couple of dBs here. All right.
Yeah, I'm not the loudest speaker anyways.
Yeah, neither one of us are really. I tend to talk a little louder on these just because of what it is, but eventually I'll forget and I'll just start talking with my normal voice.
It's all silent.
Yeah. We have a lot of videos where I'm editing it and you and I are both really loud at the beginning, but then as it goes on, we're just kind of like, we just get quiet and like we just start talking with our normal voices. And it's like we forget, but yeah. Thank you for that feedback. I want to
make sure we get this down.
Yeah. So we might as well get started with our first drink of the day. I think the room dynamic needs to change. You can't hear the VL host at all. Oh, the co-host. Is that you?
Oh, I guess so.
You need to speak up a little bit.
Oh yeah. All right. I'll talk louder.
Yeah, because let's see. We'll just keep turning this up until it gets. We'll turn it up to 10.
All right. I think you're okay. I think it's just me.
We'll see. Cause see, you can see right there. It's like getting into the yellow. Well,
yeah.
We might both just need to speak up a bit. It's a setting on the mic. Is it on the mic? I think I have the gain turned down. All right, I turned the gain up a bunch. Oh, damn. That... Okay, I can see that is too much. That might be... Nope. Is that a little better? That might be a little better. We'll try that. It got into the, like, way red there for a while. All right, let's keep on with what we're doing. So, we're going to go ahead and pour ourselves a pour here.
Back off. What?
So this just happened. The cork just broke
Uncork
off.
itself.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see if I can get this out. I think I can. All right, gonna pour us a little bit of North Fork rye whiskey, and then we'll talk about this whiskey here.
Is that from over there?
It's from Montana. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. All right, I'm not going to put the cork all the way back in case we want to go in for a little bit more. All right, so this is North Fork rye whiskey. So I just took a trip up to like Glacier National Park, and what did I do with my pamphlets? Here we go. Just took a trip up to Glacier National Park, and they have right outside the park a Glacier Distilling Company.
Ooh.
And they're pretty small. I think they only distribute within Montana.
Oh.
So if you like want their stuffs, you got to go to Montana. But this is North Fork rye whiskey in Cora, Montana. 2017 gold medal winner at the San Francisco World Spirits Competition. Gonna read the little brochure they gave us for this one. A wild and scenic river in Montana, this North Fork of the Flathead forms the southwestern border of Glacier National Park. Much like the river void of noise from motors and other technological advances of the outside world, North Fork whiskey represents the rugged wilderness where bears and moose are not uncommon sights. Tasting notes. Let's see if we can get them.
All right.
Cheers.
It's a very clean smell.
Right? It smells kind of earthy, licorice-y. Maybe I'm just saying that because I know it's rye, but I feel like I'm getting that.
No, the licorice is there.
Yeah. I keep checking the audio now because I'm like, okay, I think if we're going into the yellow, that's fine. But it's like earthy, licorice-y, kind of herbal, but like kind of like pungent herbs.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very like, what is it? It's not subtle,
No.
for me at least. I'm going to taste it.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, I feel like it hits you, the alcohol in the back of the throat. And,
I didn't get that too much.
No?
Mm-mm. I did get that earthiness, the licorice.
Mm-hmm.
Very sweet in the smell, or in the taste.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's a lot smoother.
Yeah, the second sip definitely was. You must have already had something to drink today.
I did not.
Oh, okay, I guess.
Well, I had Sunkist. Oh, I guess that's...
Well, Sunkist, it's got like that fizziness.
Oh, so that's probably where...
I don't know. But yeah. So this was picked up at Glacier Distilling Company in Coram, Montana. Like I said, right outside Glacier National Park. We didn't plan to go here, but we ended up, as we were driving into the park, we passed it. And we were like, oh, look, a distillery. And so we made a point to go there. And we went there. So one of the days we were there, it was like super cold. Like I don't know if it ever got above 40 degrees that day. And it was like raining. It even snowed in some parts of the park. Not where we were, but like there was snow.
Wait, like already? Dang.
Mm-hmm. This was like the last week in August. And so we were like, okay, well, let's go do something indoor. So they opened at 10 a.m. and we were there at 10 a.m. drinking whiskey. And we had like a few different flights. So they had a couple of ryes. They had a cast strength rye, which was pretty good, but I actually preferred this one over the cast strength. They had a bourbon. Here, I took a picture of the menu. Let me bring it up and just see. But they basically had a little bit of everything. Here we go. So they had Josephine's Moonshine, which is a moonshine, so unaged, 80 proof. Belton Bridge Bourbon, 90 proof. North Fork Rye, which is what this is. Bad Rock Cast Strength Rye, which I had, and like I said, it was all right. And then Two Med, which is a malt whiskey that hopped, so it has hops in it.
Ooh.
And I actually picked up a bottle of that, so we'll try it next.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
And then Logan Pass, which is an American single malt distilled from 100% Montana grown barley. And then
That sounds interesting.
Yep. And then Bishop's Cap, which is a distiller's reserve blend of four-year-old quarter casks selected for a savory finish. So basically quarter casks, like smaller barrels. So those were the whiskeys they had. And so I tried all of them because the sample sizes were a quarter ounce.
Oh, so they're... Oh, okay, they were very small.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I went trying all, 7 of them? Yeah, 7 of them. I didn't even have 2 ounces, which I really liked. I liked that they gave very small portions.
Well, are you able to get like a taste from it from that size?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was able to try all of them, which is what, made me buy this one and the one that I tried. The Two Med, I might have liked some of the others more, but that one was just really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It was really unique, and I don't know if I'd ever had a whiskey like that one. So...
Wait, didn't we have a whiskey with hops in it?
I don't think so.
I thought we did.
We had a beer with hops in it.
Oh, yeah. Is that Andalusia? No.
No. I don't... Well, I don't know. I don't think so.
Because I feel like it was one of the flights that we had that was a whiskey that had hops in it.
Oh, like when we went to the distillery?
Yeah.
I don't think Andalusia uses hops in their whiskey. It wouldn't be Garrison Brothers because that was bourbon. It wasn't Devil's... No? I don't...
No, it wasn't Devil's...
Maybe you had one at some point.
Maybe. Just on my own.
Yeah.
Just pretending you're there.
But yeah, no, that one was super interesting. This one is like, to me, unmistakably a rye. Like, it doesn't have that vanilla-y. I mean, maybe a little bit, but not to the...
To me, it's sweet.
It is sweet,
it's
but
like not vanilla sweet, maybe like a peppermint sweet, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It does kind of have a peppermint flavor, doesn't it?
I like that one.
Mm-hmm. But no.
This one's not that strong, right? No.
No, it's 90
46.
proof? Oh, 92 proof.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad at all. Especially how smooth it is.
Mm-hmm. But the way that it's described on their menu is a traditional American-style rye whiskey The rye gives it a bit of spice and earthy roundness, and the corn a sweet finish. Take that perfect balance of grains, let it mellow in a charred American white oak barrel, and you get a flavored, full-bodied whiskey perfect for sipping on the rocks.
Oh, on the rocks.
On the rocks.
Maybe we'll come back to it.
Yeah, maybe we'll come back and bring out some rocks. I don't know if I have any rocks. They might just be like the fridge cubes, but we'll see.
We'll use those whiskey stones that we have.
Oh, yeah, we could use the whiskey stones.
Mm-hmm.
We did a whole video on whiskey stones versus ice, and basically our findings were that whiskey stones get a bad rep. But try it. Although we might want to have it on an actual rock so that we get that full coldness.
Yeah.
We'll see. But whiskey stones do have a place.
Mm-hmm.
I won't die on that hill, but I'll sit there for a minute.
You'll sit there. I'll help push a rock up there. I mean, like it says hot, but you know.
Mm-hmm. So on the back of this, they have cocktail ideas for the North Fork. So this little thing here is specifically for this whiskey. And so here's their cocktail ideas. Serve North Fork on the rocks with a dash of bitters and spanked mint.
Oh, I got the mint.
Yeah. Well, they want you to put mint in it.
Oh.
So like the whiskey, bitters, and mint. And then they have pair it with our Trail of the Cedars absinthe for a perfect Sazerac. So I guess make a Sazerac out of that and their absinthe, which I didn't try. And then the other one they have is the North Fork Flood, which is North Fork whiskey topped with ginger ale and a squeeze of fresh lemon. And I think we have ginger ale and lemon, so we might, depending on how this stream goes, maybe we make that cocktail at the very end. I'm really enjoying ryes. Yeah, ryes are very, I think more so than bourbon, a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know why I'm asking you that.
Mm-hmm. But I know that when we first started this, ryes were like on the top of my list.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess I kind of moved on to like single malts, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Ryes is still...
Yeah.
I think Sazerac rye was the first rye I had from you. And then Bullet rye was the next one.
Yeah. I know we've drank it,
because that's when we were doing like the whole gaming thing that we did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I remember that. But no, I think ryes are a little bit more, I guess, diverse than bourbon. Like there's a lot of different flavor profiles in ryes. We don't really get into ryes that often, but I feel like lately the ones we've had I've really liked.
Yeah. We should start going back into it, I guess.
Yeah. Just subbed. Thank you, Bourbon
Thank
Syndicate.
you.
But I would like to explore more ryes. The only issue is we don't have that many. I mean, we do have a few that we haven't tried on the channel, but I think it would be fun to explore more ryes because I feel like they're very different. And it's surprising to me how different they can be from one another.
Some can be like real strong black licorice type, which I guess I'm not really too accustomed to. But some are like this, which is very smooth, sweet.
Yeah, and then I wonder what the mash bill is of this one. It says distilled from a mash of rye malt, and corn. So it's not 100% rye, but non-chill filtered, aged 2 years. They have a batch number on here, but it's really hard to read.
2 years in Montana. It's actually pretty dark for it, right?
I was going to say, I feel like that far north, they could get away with aging it a lot longer. I just tried the old Overholt Bottled and Bond straight rye. Really like it. I've never tried that one. I need to branch out on the ryes that we buy. But
Was it over what?
Old Overholt?
Oh, I don't think I've heard of that one.
I've heard of it, but I've never tried it.
Oh.
We had, I think it was probably towards the end of last year now, that Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye.
Was the last one we had?
I don't think that was the last rye we had, but that's like, that one is the one that just keeps standing out in my head. It was super good. That one isn't cheap, but it's like, I think it's worth the price for it. Old Overholt is cheap. That's good. Yeah, we Gio was talking about the Sazerac rye earlier, the baby Saz. I think the availability, I think it's starting to become a little bit more available, but here in our area, it's like $26, $27, and it's pretty good. I used that one for cocktails for the longest time, and then I switched to the Wild Turkey 101 rye.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that one was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. We need to do a rye video or a rye stream. We did a couple of streams where we did we made cocktails with different ryes, like old fashions and Manhattans, but I don't think we've done a stream where we just try them neat, like dedicated to ryes.
We didn't?
I don't think so.
That's surprising. No, I don't think we did any of those, right? We didn't do the ryes. We didn't do single malts. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Maybe that'll be something we do in the future.
Yeah. Because they're very different from one another, which is really cool.
Was this an inexpensive bottle?
How much was it? Let me see. That one was $25.
Oh, okay.
So that's a half-size bottle. The full-size bottle was $44, which is still not bad.
No, it's like a standard bottle now.
Mm-hmm. But I love when places have like smaller-sized bottles available, just because, like, especially for someone like us who have like kind of largest collections, it can take a while to get through a bottle of whiskey. Mm-hmm. So it's you know.
So you're not like just spending everything just on a larger bottle.
Yeah.
Is the distillery pretty big?
The building, they have a lot of different products. The building itself is kind of small. I guess I can show you, but like this is the building from the outside.
Oh.
It's just like a little red barn.
Yeah, it's like a barn with white doors, accents. And
stuff. So here, I'll hold this. I should have planned this and had it like embedded in the stream already, but this is the distillery building. It's like a little red barn. I mean, it looks like a barn. That's real professional, right? Just holding the phone up to the camera. But
just make another short edit.
Well, that's what I'm thinking actually, is making a short out of that, because I took the videos like in the, what do you call it, portrait mode. Mm-hmm. So I took
yeah, and then we could just use our words as an overlay.
Yeah, I took a bunch of videos like that. So yeah, we could totally make it into a short. But no, everything they had was really good. And then they had let me see. So then they had like Montana specialties, which is huckleberry. If you've ever been up in that part of the world, everything is huckleberry. Oh. Like huckleberries grow all over the place. So they got like the huckleberry jam, the huckleberry syrup, everything.
I don't think I ever had huckleberry.
Yeah. So they had a huckleberry liqueur that my wife really liked. So we picked that up. And that was this bottle.
Oh, wow. So, it's like a grape wine.
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of shaped like a port bottle, but yeah, this is a huckleberry liqueur. So we'll try this one at the very end of the stream, just because it is super sweet, and I'm afraid it'll like wreck our palates if we try it before the other whiskeys.
What would that be used for?
Cocktails. My mom just liked to drink it on the rocks.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I tried making a, let me see. What did I try making with it? It was called like a mountain sunrise or something. It was a recipe that my wife found on Reddit where you're supposed to float it on top. Mm-hmm. But I don't think my simple syrup is dense enough, because I just do a 1-to-1.
Oh.
As opposed to a 2-to-1 where like 2 parts sugar, 2 parts water. So I think if the simple syrup was more dense, it would have floated, but instead it just like
slowly like
fell and mixed in. It kind of lose the impact of it. So yeah. But that was the North Fork Rye Whiskey from Glacier Bay or Glacier Distilling Company.
Yeah, I recommend that one.
Yeah,
definitely. It's
pretty good. All right, next one we're going to try is called 2 Med. spirits distilled from grain and hops. So I don't know if it technically is a whiskey, since it has hops in it. Is hop a grain, or can it be called a whiskey if it has hops? I don't know. But I need to keep a knife out here, I swear. The perforations on these bottles aren't that great.
It's like a maple syrup bottle.
It kind of does, right? There we go. We'll just throw that down there. All right. So this is... Okay, now I'm going to be able to open it. Do you want a new glass, or should we just use this one?
I think we can still use this one, right?
Let's get new ones.
Okay.
Because I don't want our notes to be...
Well, the back end was kind of like peppery. Interesting.
Yeah. All right, so this is called 2Med. I'm not sure why it's called 2Med, but...
Oh, I thought you were going to explain that. I was like, oh.
Well, it's probably on that little brochure.
Yeah.
Is my guess, so... Oh, I never read the tasting notes on here for the North Fork. North Fork is American-style whiskey distilled with rye, giving a bit of spice and earthy roundness and corn, carrying a sweet finish. Mellowed in a charred American oak barrel, the North Fork offers a flavorful, full-bodied whiskey. I did read that.
Yeah.
All right, no more for me.
But it's not really a tasting note, right? It just says earthy.
Yeah, it's basically telling you how it was made. Okay, so this one is 2Med, whiskey made from Good Medicine Strong Red Ale. So I think they might have used that ale to make it. 2Med begins with our friends at Great Northern Brewing Company, intrigued by deep, rich malt flavors of their Good Medicine Strong Red Ale. We decided to recreate balance of the sweet malt, perfectly tempered by bitterness and floral notes of the cluster and Willamette hops used in the brew. Normally, a whiskey is made solely from grain, and hops are an unnecessary ingredient, but for 2Med, we distilled a full hopped keg-ready version of the beer. After a double distillation in 2 years and new oak barrels, we were pleased to find we had recaptured the perfect harmony of the original brew. Yeah, they used the mash bill from the beer to make whiskey. But it sounds like, from here, we distilled a fully hopped keg-ready version of the beer. So, like, they made the beer, like, it was basically ready to drink beer, and then they distilled it. Which I don't think they usually get that far in the beer-making process before they distill. I don't know too much about the distillation process, but I think they went a little bit further in the beer process. But 2Med, and it didn't say there why it's called that.
Oh, it's something about didn't it say something about medicine or something? Good
Medicine Strong Red Ale is the name of the beer. So maybe it's...
Whatever's in the red ale?
Oh, distilled for 2 years in new oak barrels. So maybe that's what it is? 2 for the 2 years?
Oh, I need better glasses.
Oh yeah, he says they used the mash bill from the beer to make whiskey. Yeah, we had one, we had the Balcones Texas Bock, which they basically did that with Shiner Bock. I don't think that one had hops in it, though. Maybe that's the one you're thinking about. Remember this one?
Mm-hmm.
So this one was distilled using the mash bill from Shiner Bock.
But no, that's the one thing. That's the one we did like the whole drop-in with. That was fun.
Oh, yeah. The, what is it called? The Boilermaker?
Mm-hmm.
For our Texas Bock straight malt whiskey, we partnered with Most Iconic Texas Brewery. Made from the exact Shiner Bock mash bill and fermented with their proprietary lager yeast strain, we bring you straight malt whiskey. So I don't think this one had hops in it, but it's kind of along the same lines.
But this one smells like red ale.
Yeah, it has kind of a beery smell, doesn't it?
I think the only thing, like, if it didn't have that oakiness to it, I would have thought it was just beer.
Yeah, you're right, but that oakiness is pretty subdued.
Only if you smell
It's
it
kind of
right away,
citrusy.
you can smell the hops in it too.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells good.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of citrusiness from that, and I don't know if that's from the hops or if that's just the grain being distilled. But it's. I'm gonna try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so
That's a very beery taste.
it does, doesn't it? So I was just sent this article. It's a Wikipedia article for Two Medicine.
Oh, okay. I wonder who.
Yeah. No, my wife sent me this article. Two Medicine is the collective name of a region located in the southeastern section of Glacier National Park. Oh yeah, Two Medicine, in the U.S. state of Montana. I remember going there now when we were in Glacier. I didn't put that together somehow. It has a campground along Two Medicine Lake. From the period starting in the late 1800s, Two Medicine was one of the most visited sections of the park. Okay, so Two Medicine is part of Glacier National Park. But I feel like the beer being called
Two Medicine?
Good Medicine and it being 2 years old makes a lot of sense too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but actually this is better than I remember it being.
Very citrusy, sweet. It has that sparkling flavor to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it tastes like a beer. That's crazy. Yeah, the balcones one, it didn't taste like a beer to me.
No.
But I guess it just because of the hops.
This one tastes like remember we went to the distillery for the beer distillery? I forgot where.
The brewery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the brewery. Yeah, but that place.
The beer distillery.
Stop it. But yeah, like one of them tastes almost exactly like this one.
Yeah, well, we had if I remember, we had a red ale there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a video on the channel of us visiting a brewery called Weathered Souls, and that video didn't get a lot of views.
No.
Like, it didn't get a lot of views, and I mean, I guess I should expect that for a channel that does primarily whiskey to go visit a brewery, but I don't know. And it's like a local craft brewery too, so it's not like it's a big name.
It's a small place.
Yeah, but it was good beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was really good. I'm really glad I got this bottle now because
I think so too. You should have got two.
Right, I should have gotten a full size one.
You should have just gotten two.
Right. Okay, so this is barrel number 23H1. I'm sorry, 23H19. 23. I was gonna say 119, but no, it's 23H19. And on the back here, it has the logo for the Glacier Distilling Company and also the Great Northern Brewing Company. Distilled and bottled by Glacier Distilling LLC, Cora, Montana. Drink2med.com. 43% ABV, so it is 86 proof. So maybe we should have had that one first, but regardless, I still like it a lot.
Yeah, I do too.
Mm-hmm. So the Two Med brochure says has a subtle nose of dried fruit, malt, and honey.
Ooh, I get the honey.
I was just gonna say I get the dried fruit. The fruit and malt carry strongly on the tongue with hints of citrus, and the whiskey finishes with maple sweetness.
It has also like a dry wine type of taste too.
Mm-hmm. Take time to work through the many layers of flavors as the spirit travels across the taste buds. Yeah, I can see that because this was really interesting. I really like that one. And then it has cocktail ideas. So it has an old fashioned where it does have you muddle the orange, cherry, brown sugar, ice, a splash of soda water, and a dash of bitters. I like how it doesn't actually tell you to add the whiskey.
It's like it's self-explanatory.
I know, right?
It's like I feel like I'm missing something.
And then the other one it says is Doctor's Orders, which is mixed 2-med whiskey with honey, lemon, and ginger ale, which kind of sounds like the one they gave on there. Just add honey. Mm-hmm. And then the other is called a Tail Feather for a twist on the classic White Russian. 2-med with a splash of maple syrup and cream.
Ooh.
So, I don't know if you want to look at that.
Just hold on to it.
Yeah, hold on to it. Don't lose it.
Well, I guess I gotta go Glacier National Park just to, visit the distillery.
Right? No, but, like, honestly, if we went back up there, I would visit this distillery again. Because they had so much. Like, their menu of, like, the spirits and the products that they had was huge. Because they had 7 whiskeys, at least. And then they had the Montana specialties. So they had a huckleberry whiskey, which is a flavored huckleberry whiskey that I tried there. And it was actually pretty good. And then they had, let me see. Did I not take pictures of the non-whiskey stuff? I didn't, did I? Why did I not take pictures of the other stuff?
Mm-hmm.
But they had a vodka. I think they had 2 different gins. They had 2 rums, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then they had a tequila that they sourced from Mexico. And I think they aged it there and bottled it there. So they kind of dabbled in a little bit of everything.
Wow.
So.
Yep, gotta go there now.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't heard about it since, it's a national park, so I'm pretty sure a lot of tourist attractions will go there.
Yeah. Well, there weren't a lot of people there, really, when we went. And it's kind of outside the national park. It's probably like, I don't know, 10 minutes west of the park.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like right there by it.
But you do drive past it when you're like...
Yeah, at least the way we took. We drove past it to get to the park. But I guess depending on which direction you're coming from, because we came in from the west, but if you're coming in from the east, then you might not even see it.
Oh.
So, yeah. But yeah, that's the 2-med. And if you've... So we've got a couple of folks watching, and if you're watching on a replay or something, you might be used to our live streams being a little bit more fast-paced than this. But we're trying a little bit to slow down because we've realized that in past live streams when we have like several different things that we're tasting, we'll taste them all within like the first 15-20 minutes.
And then we don't know what to do after that.
Yeah, and then we just we don't know what to do, so we just kind of keep going back to those, and then by the end of the stream, we're kind of tipsy. So we're trying to avoid that. Or at least I'm kind of tipsy. But yeah, that one's super good. We're going to have to come back to this one on the channel.
I think so. Give it like a full review.
Yeah. I don't know how good that will do just because it's such a small distillery and distribution only in one state. But
I think it's like how you word it will probably like help out now, you know.
yeah.
So
Yeah, we might have to give it like a cheeky title, like this hopped whiskey changed our lives or something like that.
put her face with bug eyes.
Yeah, right. But this was super good. All right.
Her face with those anime eyes,
Oh yeah.
just like really huge, just on her heads.
But no, I enjoyed that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we've got the huckleberry liqueur that I want us to try. But lastly, is there something you would like to try?
I don't think so.
No?
Mm-mm.
I only had one more whiskey that I want us to try. So, like, if there... And it's a cask strength. So, if there's anything you would like us to try...
Well, say now or forever hold my peace, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, we could try it after the cask strength, but, I mean, you know how that goes.
Yeah. I don't think so.
No.
I didn't have, like, really any other ideas.
No. I'm going to get us a couple of glasses. For what?
What,
But yeah, we kind of had we had a whole conversation about how we want to try and slow things down a little bit on these live streams. So I think we're doing a pretty good job so far.
I think so.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you don't have anything else you would like to try, we'll go ahead and do this. So this is, where is it? Right here. So this is Balcones, Texas single malt whiskey. This is a distillery exclusive single barrel.
Oh, did you put that over there?
Yeah. Balcones single barrel collection, barrel number 2761. Aged in new American oak barrels and finished in a used American oak cask that previously held Balcones peat for a total of 67 months.
Ooh.
So it was aged in a barrel that held their peated single malt. This malt isn't peated, but we might be able to get a little bit of the
peatiness to it.
Yeah, a little hint of that.
A hint of like barbecue smoke.
Mm-hmm. So I remember when I went to Balcones, my wife and I went up there like in June because she wanted to go to the Magnolia thing. And
how was that?
That was fun. The Magnolia is always a good time, honestly. They have all kinds of like food trucks and stuff, and they have like a big store where they sell like kitchen stuffs and things.
Did you get any kitchen things?
I don't think so. But we got some food there. But anyway, whenever we go up to Waco, we'll do Magnolia for her and then Balcones for me.
Oh.
And so we went in there and I tried a flight of 3 other Balcones whiskeys. And I was wearing my Lagavulin shirt. And so I tried the flight and I was like, oh yeah, these are good. They were good when I tried, but I wasn't going to buy like a bottle of anything just because like it's one of those things where they were good, but they weren't that good. So the guy comes up to me and he's like, hey, I see you're wearing a Lagavulin t-shirt. Are you into like peated whiskey? And I was like, yeah, I am. And he goes, here, try this one. And he hands me like a little tiny cup of this one. He's like, this is our distillery exclusive. And it was finished in a peated barrel that held our peated single malt. So I tried it and I was like, yeah, I'm getting a bottle of this.
Wow, that quick, huh?
Yeah.
And that guy's just gonna get a raise, a promotion.
I hope so. Because honestly, if he hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have walked out of there with the bottle.
Yeah.
So it was pretty.
Gave a compliment to the guy.
Yeah, it was pretty cool that he did that. But yeah, what did I try? I tried their cask strength Mirador, which was pretty cool. And then they had their I forget what it was, but it was their Eclipse. Like the one that they made a bottle specifically for the eclipse that happened back in April or whenever it was. Mm-hmm. So I tried that and it was okay. It was okay. the cast strength Mirador I think was the best one. I almost bought that, but it was expensive. It was
Did you have a Mirador? Or I thought you did. Maybe not.
Yeah, I do have a Mirador.
Oh, right there.
Oh yeah,
to your left.
I'm looking right at it. This is well, it's 56.2%, so that sounds like cast strength. What did I try there? Let me see if I have a picture, because I'm trying to like figure this out now.
It may not even be a Mirador that you tried over there.
It might not have actually. Did I seriously not take any pictures?
Maybe that was it, but you're like, oh, I already have it at home.
I don't think I would have tried it if I already had it. I don't think I took any pictures. What is wrong with me?
Dang, what was going on? You know, we take pictures everywhere.
Okay, well.
Just living in the moments.
I guess so. Well, whatever I tried, the favorite of the one I tried in the flight was like $120 or $130. And I wasn't trying to spend that much. But I'll spend $80 on that. So. This one is super sweet.
It's sweet. You can smell its cast strength.
Yeah. There's like the peat isn't it's like hinted at back there, but it's not like.
See, I don't know. Okay, this is the peat, but to me the peat isn't just like smoky. It's more like a barbecue leathery type of smell, and that's what the peat is.
Yeah, that might just have to do with like Texas, because I feel like that barbecue leather thing is
just.
I feel like I could get that in Texas single
yeah.
malt. Yeah.
But if we haven't been doing this for a little bit, I would have guessed that was the peat.
Yeah.
But I kind of like know now.
Mm-hmm.
The caramel butterscotch.
Yeah. Very sweet notes in this one. And like you said, it's kind of that leathery, barbecue-y thing sort of behind everything else.
It's like everything in Texas whiskey just amplified.
Mm-hmm. All right, time to take a sip.
Yep. Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers. It's a little loud.
Yeah, that's super good.
Oh, that torched my tongue a little bit.
Right? It kind of does. Like the heat is no joke. I don't think I even said what the ABV was on this. 60.3%.
60.3?
Mm-hmm.
Is that 68? What is that? Oh, that's
the
the
date.
number. Never mind.
That's the day I bought the bottle. June 8th of this year. And I think those are the initials of the person who sold it. But yeah, so the reason I wanted to try this one is because, well, a couple reasons. One, that it was a very good whiskey, and I wanted to try it on the channel, but the fact that it was like a single barrel, I didn't think that giving it its own review video would be like the best idea.
Mm-hmm.
But also, since I got back from the trip I took to Scotland, this one and the two we just tried are the only bottles that I've bought.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I haven't really bought that many.
We still have a lot to catch up on, so...
Yeah. I passed up on I saw the Elijah Craig barrel proof B524 at WB Liquors, and it was $59.99, which is actually a very good price for that.
You passed that up?
I passed it up.
Dang. I thought if you find something good, you always get that one.
Yeah, but I don't know what it was. Like in the moment, I was like, you know what? I don't think I need to get it. But yeah, like I feel like 6 months ago, if I saw that, I would have been all over it. But I don't know. I'm kind of slowing down with the purchasing because, like we talked about earlier, how we're trying to slow down the live streams. I'm also just trying to slow down, like in
your spending,
in my spending, but also just in my life.
Oh,
like drinking in my so. Yeah, that was part of why I didn't get.
So this is just gonna be now a collection.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna get stuff. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like I'm gonna be a lot more like choosy about what I buy.
I see.
As opposed to just going something like, oh, that sounds good, let me get it. Like,
well, in that case, you can go spend less on smaller things and spend more on larger things.
Like larger bottles?
No, not larger bottle. Like,
or like a car.
Oh, my car's falling apart now. My armrest doesn't come down anymore.
Did you ever get your rearview mirror glued back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's up there in place now. It's a smaller one.
You got a brand new one.
Yeah. It's a long story. I'll tell you about it later.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, no, I'm talking about like your more pricier high end bottles.
Mm-hmm.
You can spend more on those and spend less on like lower end. Like add to a hobby that you already have.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like that's kind of what I kind of want to do. Is if I try a whiskey that I really like, but the bottle's expensive, I can be like, okay, you know what? It's been, however many months it's been since I bought a bottle of whiskey. I'm going to treat myself and, spend $100 on this or whatever the cost may be.
So that way you're not spending like $40 on 10 bottles. You're just spending,
$400 on one bottle. No.
I was going to say like 2, but yeah, go ahead. 4.
No. But yeah, that 2 Med bottle was $30. Mm-hmm. So that's a half-size bottle. A full-size bottle is $56. And honestly, I think that was
worth it.
I think it was worth it, yeah. Like, even if
just for the experience. Because since it's a local distillery, right? Yeah, since it's a local distillery, then that's worth it.
Yeah. And it was super good. Like, I bought it because of how unique it was. But I feel like I liked it a lot more when we tried it just now.
Than you did over there?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm super glad that I bought it.
Oh, after drinking a glass of water and drinking this, it's so much better.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one just tastes like, it's just like, it's so good. It's not like, I think a lot of Texas whiskeys tend to be sort of like bitter because...
This one's a little bit bitter. That leather gives it that bitter taste.
Yeah, it's a little bit bitter, but I don't think it's so bitter that it... I think it's more sweet than it is bitter.
Mm-hmm. It's like bittersweet.
Yeah. Like Garrison Brothers, that one's bitter.
That's a hit and miss.
Yeah.
Or hit or miss. Not hit and miss. Hit or miss.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about with the Garrison Brothers, because they release a lot of single barrels, and like some of them are like really good, and then others are just like no. Because I remember when you and I went to Garrison Brothers, I think we liked one of the single barrels much more than the other.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've gone back. I went back once when my sister and brother-in-law were visiting, and the single barrel again was again, one was much better than the other, at least for me. And then I also tried the Balmoral. That one was actually really good, but the bottle is like $200.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know if I'd want to spend that much on it. Like, if money was just like a non-issue, then maybe. But
if you're saying maybe with a non-issue, then yeah. No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It would be like, if I won the lottery, yeah, you know what? I'd buy the bottle.
Oh, I was just gonna maybe I will. Like, dang, that's it's not a good whiskey, dude.
Oh, no. I'm saying, like, if I had just like infinite money,
Oh.
I would buy the bottle.
So it has to be infinite money for you to get that bottle.
Okay, not infinite money, but just like a crap ton. I would buy the bottle.
It has to be a crap ton of money to get that bottle. I feel sorry for that bottle.
Well, it's $200, and I have a hard time spending that much on a bottle of whiskey. Like even if it's really good.
I don't think you've ever got. You got close, right, with $150, right?
Yeah, but I had $100 gift card, so I only spent like $50. But still, it's yeah. I don't know if I would spend that much, but yeah, I've seen it in the store a couple of times, and I've been like, ugh, but no, I'm not gonna do it. Northwest Bourbon, cheers! What's going on?
Cheers. Up.
Cheers. But yeah, it's tough to pull the trigger on a bottle that expensive. Enough play money to not worry about the price. Yeah, I guess that's a good way of looking at it, like play money. But I'm like, okay, if I have that much in play money, do I want to spend it on whiskey? Like, I don't know if I'd even want to spend it on whiskey. Like, I'd
probably buy a wine.
No.
Or a scotch.
Well, no, like, I'm talking, if I had $200 in play money, I'd buy, like, I don't know, like some, like, shoes or something.
$200? Dude, I
don't know, like, I'd probably buy $200 bottles.
Oh, okay. As opposed to just one?
Yeah. It's just tough to like, it just in my mind.
So you're willing to spend $50 on an ounce than $200 on a bottle?
Yes.
Okay.
No, but that's a good point.
Just like the oddest.
That is a good point. Okay, so let me tell you how that actually went down. It was it wasn't on my birthday, but it was very near my birthday. And we're at that bar. There's this bar here in town called Bar 1919, and they have a very big whiskey selection. They have like over 1,000 whiskeys. And one of the ones that they have is the Bruichladdich Black Art. And I'd always wanted to try it. Well, not always, but since I've been into whiskey, I wanted to try it. But the bottle itself is like, depending on what store you go to, between $600 to $800. So they have it there at this bar. A 2-ounce pour is $102, but you can you can do a half pour for just half the price. So they had it there, and my wife was with me, and I saw it, and I was like, ugh, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do it. Not this time. Mm-hmm. And then she gets up and leaves, and I assume she's like going to the bathroom or something. And then she comes back with it, and she was like, "Here, just try it." So she kind of like bought it for me as sort of like a gift, which it was very good. But
was it $600 good?
I'm not going to spend $600 on a bottle. I'm just not. But you know what? Spending $50 to be able to just try something like that, I think is pretty cool.
That's for the experience.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I tried this.
Yeah.
It's like it's now a part of me for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'll be able to say, you know what? I tried that whiskey. And, yeah.
Well, at least it wasn't like, hey, I tried that whiskey and it was all right.
No, it was very good. I will say it was very good.
What was it called?
It's Bruichladdich Black Art.
Black Art?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. $600 to $800.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like an exclusive bottle to like in certain places?
No, you can get it at Specs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's behind the glass.
Yeah, it is behind the glass. Let me see, because they had it when we went to visit Bruichladdich, and I know that when I posted that Lagavulin distillery video, I was like, oh, we're gonna post videos for all the distilleries, and I'm still going to. I'm in the middle of editing the Bruichladdich Kilolman one, but that's just like, I don't know, it's just taking me a while to get through the editing because of like just life and things like that. But those videos will go up eventually. It may be like a year, but it'll go up.
I was gonna say, like, it's probably gonna be next year. You have a lot of things going on right now.
Let me see. That's Kilolman. I'm going back through the videos on my phone. I think I have it here somewhere. I'm trying to see how much the black art was at the distillery.
Was it more at the distillery or less?
I think it was less, actually. Like, the Octomore was definitely less. It was still expensive, but it was less. And that's why I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. That Octomore might be the most I've ever spent on a single bottle, honestly.
What was that one?
It was like 150 something pounds. So
That'll be like 180?
Yeah. But, oh, it was so good. I don't know, when we did our review of it, it was kind of weird, but when I went back and tried it, oh, it was so much better.
Oh, okay. So it was just me that made that experience bad?
No, it wasn't you. It was, I think it was because, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was because of what we had tried prior or because it was like the neck pour. But, like, going back and trying it afterwards, like after it had been open for a little bit.
It was better?
Yeah. Okay, I see the black art. There it is. So this is the black art. That's what the bottle looks like. And it is 395 pounds.
Ooh. Wait,
so
395. That'll be... Oh my gosh. I can't do that in pounds.
I'm going to do that. 395 Great British pounds to USD. I feel like
that'll be like $70 to $100 more.
$516. So it's definitely cheaper, but it's still a lot of money.
You said 595?
516.
Oh, 516.
Yeah.
Dang, that's a big jump. It's like 100 and...
That is a big difference. I mean, it is cheaper, like almost $100 cheaper over there, but it's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
So... Let me see. I'm going to pour us that Octomore because I want you to try it.
Okay.
This has been kind of a play it by ear, wing it live stream. So this is Octomore 14.2. When we tried it on the channel, like as a review, it tasted weird. It didn't taste peaty at all.
Was it the heavily peated one?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like super peaty.
But we didn't even think it was peated?
Yeah. And I don't know if it was because, I think earlier in that day, because when we record reviews, we'll usually do like 4 or 5 in one day. And I think
we got better on that. We were kind of lowering it down a little bit.
Yeah. But back at that time we did. And I think we had tried like another peated whiskey like in that batch. So I don't know if that had something to do with how we perceived this one. But
well, it shouldn't. I mean, if this was super heavily peated, then we should have gone we put that to last for that reason.
Yeah. But I think whenever we do a peated whiskey, like we might need to just do like one peated whiskey per video, per recording sesh, or like one peated or one cast strength. Just because I feel like when we do more, it's like I don't know.
We've been told many times to not do that, but we still do it.
Yeah. And we did a stream. It was, I think it might have been our May or April live stream, where we just compared a bunch of peated whiskeys, and someone commented in the chat that, trying that many peated whiskeys back to back kind of kills your palate.
Yeah.
And I think they were right. I don't think that trying a bunch of peated whiskeys back to back to back is the best way to do it. So
I thought we were like be able to determine which one's more peated or not, but I guess it didn't really.
No, because after a while, like none of them tasted peated anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And we thought that it was because of the bottle, but in reality, it was us.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like torching our tongues.
Yeah.
Which, after this one, I feel like it's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see.
Yeah. But.
So, after the Montana trip, where'd you go from there?
Well, prior to Montana, okay, so we were gone for like a week, a little over a week. So we went up to Banff, which is in Alberta, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And we were there for a little bit. And I went into a couple of liquor stores, and I saw some Canadian whiskeys that I haven't seen here. But they were all like large bottles and kind of pricey. And I was like, okay, I don't want to just buy a bottle like blind like that. So I didn't pick up any.
Didn't someone recommend an Alberta whiskey?
Yeah, but I think you can get that one here. The Lot 40 rye, you can get that one here.
Wouldn't it be cheaper over there?
I don't know.
Or with the
No, actually,
Texas.
I was surprised how expensive
things are over there.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Like a bottle of Jack Daniels was like $30-something.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's going across.
Yeah.
That's going across. Everything's more expensive when it's going.
Yeah. I don't know, but I know you can get Lot 40 here, so I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it wasn't that big a deal because we drove, so it's not like I would have to like put it in luggage. Yes, we drove all the way from Texas to Alberta, Canada. From San Antonio, Texas to Alberta, Canada.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Just everyone knows where we are now.
We've said that we're in San Antonio before.
I don't think so. Oh, no, we have. We just said we're locally. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was like, what was it? No, because...
Yeah, because remember when we went to Devil's River, I was like, oh, we'll have to blend in with the tourists even though we're locals.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't say it was, where is it? What's that place called? The one where I live close by.
Rebecca Creek.
Yeah, Rebecca Creek.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was like it's around us in the vicinity where we are. So like, oh, okay, yeah. Just not letting everyone know that we're in San Antonio.
Yeah. Octomore.
See, I remember it smelling very peaty. And it still smells very peaty.
Yeah, it does smell very peaty.
But it was when we tasted that kind of like threw things off.
Yeah. So maybe the fact that we haven't had a peated whiskey, because that balcones, it had like a little bit of like peat back there, but it wasn't super peaty. It was just like, oh, that's just sort of a little thing that it has with it. All right, so this smells pretty sweet, actually.
So it smells different than when I smoked last time. This one smells more like it's not a bad thing, but like a seawater type of smell.
Mm-hmm.
Like ocean water.
I feel like we've been getting that more lately on like the peated scotches. I wonder if that is sort of a quality of that peaty smell. I don't know.
But am I the only one that's getting it? I guess.
No, it's I'm getting it too. All right, I'm gonna taste it. Cheers.
Oh, look at my fingerprints.
I know, mine too. Yeah.
Much more peated than I remember.
Peaty. Mm-hmm.
Much more peated than I remember.
That's crazy. Because when we tried it on our review, we have a review of this whiskey on our channel. It's. I might put a link in the description of this live stream after the fact, but It didn't taste peaty at all.
No, we thought we were like, this is kind of like a... Because he tried it before, and he's like, oh, no, this is really peated.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, really?
Yeah.
I've had stronger ones before.
Yeah. No, but that was super peaty, that sip.
Yeah. And this is after a cast strength, so I can only imagine how peated this is.
I think this is kind of up there, too. 57.7.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's up there in ABV.
Very creamy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, actually.
I think that's that single malt.
Could be. I'm getting that little cheesiness a little bit that I get with Bruichladdich. I feel like I've gotten that cheesiness with like various single malts, but Bruichladdich specifically tends to have that across all its things. Which this is from Bruichladdich Distillery, but it's
I wonder what
I don't
they did
remember
with
if the
their
black
recipe to be cheesy.
I don't know. I really don't know because I mean they're not. It's not like they're adding cheese to anything. I really don't know why it turns out that way. Because it's single malt, so it's all barley. I don't know if it's the type of beer. I have no idea.
It's just so interesting to like just
Yeah.
have that. Like most things will have like a Band-Aid taste, which is, understandable. I guess that's from like the oak that they use.
Yeah.
But and then in Texas you'll have that leathery taste, but that's just because of, I think that's from cedar, I guess, that's in the air and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I think it's from like the bitterness of the barrel, the fact that it stays in the barrel for such a short amount of time
At a high temperature.
Yeah, and it doesn't really have a chance to pull out a lot of those sweeter characteristics from the barrel. So it's just kind of left with that bitter leather barbecue kind of thing.
Yeah. Just cheesy, just such a weird note.
And I don't know why Bruichladdich. It's mind blowing to me how like every single malt out there is just it's malted barley. That's all it is. And then they might age them in different types of barrels, but it's all malted barley. And I don't know, maybe it's the type of barley that's used. I don't know.
And some of the distilleries are like right next to each other, so I mean, why are they different in taste?
Like at least with bourbon, it's like, okay, you can use like 51% corn, or you can use 80% corn. You can use rye, or you can use wheat instead of rye. And then you can use a little bit of barley, or a lot of barley, or a little bit of rye, or a lot of rye. Like you can kind of play around with the proportions of grain to use. But with single malt, no. It's just barley. It's crazy to me. I don't know how they do it. Or why it happens that way.
How do you pronounce this? Bunnahabhain?
Bunnahabhain. Yeah. His glass says Bunnahabhain. That's why he's asking. Mine says Lafroig. Do you still have that Lagavulin?
I do.
Oh, really?
Yep. That one I still have, and then the other one I still have the gift that I got. So both gifts I still have.
Oh, the Lagavulin and the
one Mike gave me?
Oh, the Anisec.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have those two. Which I'm very surprised I still have those two.
Yeah.
Yours, I have half a bottle. And his, I think I have like 3/4 of a bottle.
Oh, wow. You still have a good amount of that one.
Yeah. So I'm like trying to like drink everything else. I've been drinking Crown Royal to prevent myself from drinking that one. Yep.
Man, you should just go buy yourself a bottle of Highland Park 12.
Mm.
Although that is more expensive than Crown Royal, but
Well, I told myself I want to get Maker's Mark again, but I haven't done that yet.
Honestly, Maker's Mark is probably like around the same price as Crown Royal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think I would prefer that too. All right, we're like an hour and 15 minutes in.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
I want us to try each one more thing.
Okay.
I'm just going to pour it in this little bitty glass.
Is it going to be like starchy?
No, it's going to be this liqueur.
No, is it going to be like starchy?
Oh, well, I don't think so.
Oh, you haven't tried it? I thought you tried it over there.
I have tried it, but I didn't think it was starchy. Okay, so like this isn't a whiskey, obviously. It's a huckleberry liqueur, and this is something that I also picked up at Glacier Distilling Company. If you joined the stream late, we started it off by trying 2 products from Glacier Distilling Company, which is a craft distillery out of Montana. And if you've ever been up in that part of the United States, everything is huckleberry. Huckleberry jam, huckleberry preserves, syrup, liqueur, like anything that you can make, they put huckleberry in it. And it just grows like on the side of the road. Like we came across a huckleberry like bush, I guess, while we were up there, and you just eat it.
You eat the bush?
Not the bush, but the berries that grow on the bush.
Oh, you see the bush, eat the bush.
But we picked up this huckleberry liqueur, and I want to. My wife really liked it when we went to the distillery, and I want to try and make some cocktails with it because it was pretty cool. I liked it a lot, but
it looks like that grape juice that you drink at church.
Yeah.
To remind everyone again, I've never had huckleberry, so I have no idea what I'm tasting.
It's kind of like a blueberry.
Oh, okay.
Like to me, that's like the closest comparison I can make. It's kind of
it's like very bitter.
A little bit.
Well, actually, everything is bitter. I don't know why everything's bitter.
I would say it might be a little bit more. Blueberry actually might be a little bit more flavorful, if I'm being honest. I think because you know how blueberry, yeah, it kind of has that bitterness. It's not too sweet.
I think blackberries are the only ones that are not as bitter, right?
Yeah, I think blackberries are a little bit sweeter.
And then you got blueberries that are bitter. You got raspberries that are okay, I guess.
Yeah, I think raspberries are kind of in between those two.
Grapes
on
are
like
very
the bitterness scale.
But that's because of the skin.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yep.
Are we smelling or are we just tasting?
Do both.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. It kind of smells
like blueberry.
Yeah. It kind of smells like grape juice too.
Like a blueberry pancake.
Yeah. So I saved this one for last on purpose because I didn't want... I figured once we tried this, our palates would be shot. And our palates might be shot after trying the Octomore, but I think that... Okay, you're gonna have the Octomore.
I wanted to try it one more time before I do this.
That's true. Because that Octomore is super good.
And for those that are new, I'm not the biggest fan of peated whiskeys. But over the years, I kind of gained...
You're coming around.
Yeah. Appreciation of it.
Mm-hmm. So the last, I guess, review that was posted by us was a Lafroig Pedro Jimenez cask. And that was, so far, that is your number 2 whiskey of the year.
The Lafroig? Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Your number 2 whiskey of the year is a smoky whiskey.
Wait, is my number 1 still a Lagavulin?
No, your number 1 is the Devil's River.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh my gosh, the Lagavulin went down. Maker's Mark went down. That's so upsetting.
Man, Maker's Mark isn't even in your top 10.
Oh, it's because of that.
I don't think we've tried any Maker's Mark this year.
Except for that one.
No, we tried that one. We tried last year.
We tried it last
The
year?
46 cask strength.
Wow.
Yeah, we had that last year.
Wait, the French cask?
Yeah. That was last year. And you didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like that one. I was very upset that I didn't like it. Because of blind tasting, which made it worse.
Yeah.
And very sad.
This guy loves Maker's Mark. And it was the new label, French oak cask strength. And
I like French oak. The cask strength, I don't know what it was about it.
yeah. I don't know. I didn't like it that much either. I don't know. Maybe we need to try a new batch or something.
Lagavulin went down.
Yeah, I think it's still in your top 5, but
I'm so surprised that Devil's River isn't my number 1.
Devil's River is your number 1. Do you have any of that left?
No, I don't. I drink that quick.
See?
That one I drink really quick. That didn't last me very long.
We're gonna have to buy a new bottle for our end of the year thing, unless we try some between now and then that you like more than that, like several.
What's your number 1 right now?
I think mine is the Lagavulin 16. Oh no, you know what? The Lagavulin 16 and the Lafroig PX cask were tied for my number 1.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, you have a tie?
I have a tie for number 1 right now.
Like at the hundredths level or just the tenths level?
At the 10th level. They're both, I think, 8.5 for me.
Crazy.
Which makes me think I'm being a little bit too stingy on my ratings. Because the fact that my top 2 whiskeys are 8.5, I don't even have any in the 9s. I'm wondering if I need to be a little bit more...
Do I have a 9?
No, your top is 8.5 as well, the Devil's River.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I never had one that was like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that I had are wow. I feel like there's got to be one out there that's better.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we're coming across.
It might be.
But I guess we got to stop that. Maybe next year we'll start doing higher ratings. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that is a high rating. When we did them, there were high ratings, right?
But when you add it up, it comes out to 8.5, which, I mean, that's still good, but it's we don't have anything in the 9. I don't know. I feel like maybe next year we take a different approach to what our criteria is for, we keep the same rating scale, but we kind of try to say, okay, for the taste, for example, a 4 is this, and a 4.5 is that, and
or maybe our 9s are things that we don't want to spend money on.
You mean that we want to spend money on?
We don't want to spend money on. Because you don't want to spend past 300.
Oh.
And I don't spend anything past 80. So
you don't spend anything past 30.
No. I bought that. What did I buy? The Jimmy Walker, and that was
the what?
Not Jimmy Walker, Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker, and that was I think that was $45.
Yeah, that was a $30 bottle though. You overpaid for it.
I spent $45. And then I spent Sazerac Rye $45, and I think that was a $30 bottle.
Yeah, that's $27 or $8. Or did you buy the big handle?
I didn't buy it was like a this size bottle.
Oh yeah,
or the bottle that you had.
It's
back in the day.
Where is that Sazerac bottle?
You still have it?
I thought so.
Well, I don't know. Well, it was that size bottle. It wasn't a big handle. It was just a bottle.
Do I not have a Sazerac anymore? You know what? I don't think I do actually.
No.
I might have finished.
But I think that was a $30 bottle. Anyways.
Yeah, it's a $27 or $8 bottle.
Yeah, but I spent $45. So I mean, I spent more than I needed to.
Yeah. Okay. It's so the point is that you're willing to spend up to $45 on a bottle.
Have I spent more? No, yours. Yours I spent money on.
Oh, that
Your
Teeling?
Teeling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
And that one was
That one was really good.
That was I think a $65 bottle
Really?
or $70 bottle. I can't remember.
Wow. I feel like I need to spend more on yours now.
I remember the. So when I bought the Teeling, I bought him for his birthday, and so I went to. Where did I go? Was it Twin Liquors?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe. So I went there, and I was asking the guy, like, okay, well, he likes this type of whiskey. I don't know, or I was looking for, I guess, Irish whiskey, I guess. And so I was like, he has this one, this one, this one, this one. He goes, okay, like, where were you looking, like, price range wise? And he was like going like 40, 50. And I was like, well, I guess 100 or under is my budget. And he goes, well, I wish I had friends like that. I was like, oh, okay.
That's a lot of money.
Well, it was your birthday, so I was like, okay. But then he goes, well, this is a good bottle. I was like, okay, I'll go that one.
Mm.
And we did like it.
It was very good. That might be my favorite Irish whiskey that we've tried to date. Yeah.
Okay, let's try this one.
Okay, yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, so this is a huckleberry liqueur. It's very syrupy.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I feel like I could use this as like a syrup in a cocktail. Like in place of a syrup. Like if I was trying to make like an old fashioned that had like huckleberry flavoring, I would just use this instead of the simple syrup.
I feel like you use this for baking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it has that viscosity.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if I have a picture of this to see how much it was. $29 for that bottle. Or take a picture of the menu. And this is a $3.75 again, like the others. So,
What did you use it for?
so I made a cocktail with it, and then my mom and uncle, I took it over there, and just let them try it on the rocks. And I think my uncle thought it was too sweet, but my mom loved it.
I don't know if I can drink this on the rocks.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think this is for cocktails. I really do. I don't know if I would want to sip this neat. As I
It feels
continue
like
to sip it neat.
It feels like a wine before it gets to that fermented stage.
Maybe. So this is the little flyer we got for the huckleberry liqueur. The most difficult part of picking huckleberries, other than avoiding bears, staying upright in the steep terrain, and countless hours spent over in awkward poses, is getting the purple little treasures into your basket without them falling into your mouth along the way. Our huckleberry liqueur is made from 100% wild, hand-picked huckleberries with no artificial color or flavors added. I believe that 100% wild because, like, they were just there.
They were just there.
Yeah, like I saw like huckleberry bushes there. So cocktail ideas. Enjoy huckleberry liqueur neat as a dessert. That is a cocktail idea.
Mm-hmm.
Just drinking it neat. Cocktail idea. Neat. Float it on top of Glacier Dew vodka, which is the vodka they make, soda water, and a squeeze of fresh lemon. So maybe throw this into a little bit of vodka and lemon, and it's like a vodka soda basically with this thrown in.
That'd be interesting.
That might actually be pretty good.
Yeah, just putting like a few drops in this and just let it settle in.
Yeah, I feel like putting this into a vodka soda would kind of mellow it out a little bit, which might make it a little bit nicer, not so syrupy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to figure out like more cocktails to make with that, because I don't think drinking it neat is the thing for this one.
What's good about it is I'm pretty sure there's no ABV on it, right? Oh, there is ABV.
There is
Oh my
ABV,
God.
yeah. It's alcoholic. I think it's very low though. It's like 19% if I remember correctly. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Oh yeah, 19% ABV, so very low.
So it's like wine.
Yeah,
No.
it's a little bit higher than wine, but I mean,
wine is what, 12?
yeah, 12 to 14 usually. But yeah. So it's a little bit more than that, but not a lot. Huckleberry.
I don't know how you did that.
Did what?
Pour water in there
Oh,
without spilling anything.
oh, I'm just good at that.
Did you just not realize that you did that? Just...
Well, I mean, I realized I did it. I guess I just didn't really think much of it.
I did it.
Oh, good job. All right, so I'm just gonna.
Mister, I spill everything, and you're like, I can just pour this big glass.
All right. So I'm just setting out the stuff that we tried in this live stream here. So yeah, these 3 bottles right here are the only bottles that I have purchased since my trip to Scotland in May.
Oh wow,
So
those good choices.
yeah, that balcones was really good, and then like these 2 just because they were local to where I was a couple weeks ago. And then I bought this bottle on my trip to Scotland. Oh, and then this one. I bought it at the same time I bought these. So yeah, so these 3 are all from the same distillery. And then Balcones is obviously from Texas, so. Yep.
I liked them all.
Yeah.
This one, yeah. It's debatable.
I just wanted to try it because like that's what they're all about up there, the huckleberry, and just so we could try it from
Huckleberry vodka. I would try that.
Yeah. Honestly, the huckleberry whiskey was pretty decent, and I bought a mini of it, but I can't find it. I think it might be like under the seat of the car somewhere. But
It walked away. Not this time.
yeah, maybe if I find it, we try it like on the next live stream or something. But I remember it being pretty good, so maybe I don't know.
Well, luckily we're getting to cooler months because that would be a crazy bottle to have.
Yeah. Well, it was a miniature.
Yeah, but still with 100-degree weather and a little miniature bottle, it's like aging itself in the bottle.
I don't know if it's doing that, but yeah, it does that.
All right.
Christine Camley, terrific live stream, guys. Love your video and live streams, and I adore Octomore. Yes, yeah, we just had to bust out the Octomore with all of these. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you also for like all the comments that you leave on all our videos. William Hall, cheers. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
As we're getting ready to wrap up, folks are joining in.
It's usually how it works.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically all we have for today.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
So thank you for tuning in.
Mm-hmm.
Catch us next month around this time frame.
Yeah, probably like the first or second week of October. We'll do another live stream, and yeah.
Yep. All right.
Yeah. So thank you so much. I don't have any whiskey left, so I'm just gonna cheers with water. I don't have any water left either.
Dang, just.
Which one had the? I think this one had the balcones. No. I'm gonna cheers with the Octomore.
Okay.
All right, just a little bit of Octomore to cheers with.
You cheers with the Octomore. I'll cheers with the balcones.
Oh, okay. All right, so is that balcones?
Yeah, because this one is my Octomore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just making me second guess myself.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know whenever we post a video. And we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.